Welcome to a episode of the Ballinesian podcast here on the Polytickin Network.
Even if you're a
Someone's
ghetto Samoan, you're welcome here too.
Hey, bring them all in, you Americans. Ghetto Samoans talking sports here on TPN. We appreciate you guys for tapping in, whether it's on the audios in your car on the way to work, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much. If you got us on while you're vacuuming and doing housework, thank you too on the YouTube. Make sure you're following the Polytickin Network on YouTube. My mom watches this. Hi, mom. She said to stop vaping on the podcast. I was like, "How did
Who
you? Oh
vapes?
man, are you watching the YouTube?" Hi, mom. So if my video cuts out,
You'd be like,
every.
Auntie, that's not a vape.
Well, no, that's what I said.
No, no.
No, she was like, "Do you vape?" And I was like, "Hell no!" And she was like, "Well, what's that smoke coming out of your mouth?" I was like, "That is the ganja."
I'm like, wait, that's my vape.
Yeah, that's smoking. Sorry. And then we talked a little bit about like, am I supposed to care what people think? It's like, oh no, don't do it in public. It's like, oh, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But shout out to everybody listening. Thank you guys for tapping in again. It is Lance Falatungo. I'm here with Coach Forrest. We are Samoans talking sports and a couple of other cultural or current events going on. Shout out to the flagship show on the network, the Polytickin podcast. Shout out to Cepha M. Oh, hello, Marcus. Make sure you're following both their socials and also the Polytickin network. And you could also go a step further. Shout out to everybody there on the Patreon, patreon.com/the Polytickin podcast, $5 a month. This week we talked about which one of us would win in like a sports. It was like an Olympic thing. I think it was on Threads. It was like, if you had send this to your friend, which one of you would win these 7 sports? Um, we actually came to like a tie. It was like 2v2v2, and then one was like a toss up, right?
Hey,
Isn't
look.
that
Hey,
crazy?
look. Look.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm not an Olympic sports person, but the three of you,
all right. Me versus you. Okay, let's just go me versus you, right? I'll say a sport and you say which one of us would win in like a 1v1 setting. So like, yeah, I don't know, home run derby or I guess yeah, a game of 21 for basketball. The first one is basketball. I'm definitely giving that to you.
I'm going to be humble enough and say, look, no, it'd be close. It'd be close.
uh
But
yeah.
hey, look, but also, if people were to look at me and you and not know the
Mhm.
sports that we play, they would have automatically probably said you, because I stand at a
uh,
5'8", 5'9", and you're,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'm 6'1", right?
Yeah,
You're
right.
okay. It's so taller in basketball, you would usually go for that person, but definitely experience, being a sharpshooter,
Wemby.
having all the coaching and know how. If it is close, no, it's not close, but it would definitely be towards you. Boxing. Do you have boxing experience? I don't have a lot of. I don't
Well,
be
how,
throwing hands. I wrestle. Like I'm not
wait,
wasting time trying to hit your chin.
are we talking boxing in the ring?
I think it's boxing. You have to go boxing in a ring. Oh,
I was
it's
gonna
an
say, Lance,
emoji of a boxing glove,
if,
not a fist, not a bare
if
knuckle.
I think we would be pretty close if it was the other one, because we do both have bouncing experience. Not that, look, I'm not
Not
saying
the
that if you,
bouncing is sucking
I'm
people
not, yeah,
up.
right. I'm not saying that if you bounce, our job is to keep you safe, not to fight with you. But there are times where you have to fight, and there are a lot of times where you have to defend yourself. So, but if we're talking about, no, I don't have actual boxing training, so I'll give that to you honestly, because you have to reach.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah. Reach.
Yeah.
What's your stamina like? Because I can't. I'm.
Well, we'd probably be equal at that point.
We just gassed. It was just
Right.
like big heavyweights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, that reminds me. Um, I don't. Everybody knows who. Man, should I not name? Oh, anyway, we'll do it like this. There's a former NFL football player, in American Samoa, and he has a brother who played football too. But as we were growing up, they used to fight. Even the former NFL player they would do boxing as kids, like actual boxing. They had a gym, trainers, a boxing club. Um, but the brother, again, I guess he got back into boxing when they moved back to Samoa. He was older, but very like much bigger than he used to be. And then I saw his first match, like maybe the first round, the dude he was fighting, he was socking him up. But like,
Wait, what?
no, yeah, no, he was like, cause he heavy hands, he still had the skills, but he was so gassed in the second round that I think he ended up
Yeah.
giving up in like the third. So, but I was like, bro, this is not how I thought it was gonna turn out. But of course, you have to think that maybe he should have put him down before the end of the first round, which he
But
did.
if you don't fight a lot or if you don't get into like tussles like
Anymore.
that,
Right,
you
right.
don't realize how physically
Oh, so,
exhausting and draining it
right.
is. It's so quick. And if you're
It's
like defending and actually thinking and you're doing sweet science stuff, trying to
yeah,
jab, trying to set up combos and stuff, I imagine it's even more mentally draining.
yeah. No, after
Uh,
the first couple punches, I'm gonna look for a rock. So
he's
serious.
like,
No, after my first heavy rock.
okay, the third sport, tennis.
Oh, you got it. There's no
No,
way.
what?
I mean, I could run around the court, but I
Hmm.
like my best shot is probably like a overhand. But I know Seth used to play a lot of tennis back in Samoa.
Bro, that's what he said. We
Yeah,
were
he
when
used
we
to.
were talking about this, he was like, "Hey, but none of you guys had like weren't playing with Coach Dave Godden it
Oh
there."
yeah,
I was like,
yeah. So he used to go. He had a group. They used to go down and play, and like Dave would be there at the courts.
"Wow, mm.
And I think he was also taking tennis at the college. He might have been as one of his electives. So he, yeah.
Whoa,
So but yeah,
I want to go take classes at ASCC again,
yeah.
real quick.
Seth was
I want to go play golf."
Seth was on the court. I remember. And then he used to play with like a bunch of mutual friends because we both, of course, we were friends, but we also had friends that were friends. So yeah, they'd be at Lions Park in the afternoon. So
Oh, sorry. Okay, you said there was a tennis class. There was a college tennis class.
there was, yeah,
Do you know if there was a college golf class?
there was,
There was.
there was,
That's sick. I
yeah,
like that. And your class is like 20 minutes away.
there was. Right, there
That's
was.
cool. Uh the next sport here is golf. So I'm gonna take this one. Just
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
uh
yeah. I mean, it's not like you're on the court every day. At least not unfortunately.
yeah,
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I wish. That's a lot. Chess. How's your
Uh,
chess game?
yeah, I win that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I think we were talking about chess. We don't, I mean, I don't play that. I think Marcus or Steph said they had it on their phone. So
I there's
what are you do you have like a certain chess strategy that you
yeah,
deploy?
win, win.
What a raider. Just
No,
whatever it takes.
there's a couple moves I
Just
know that
win.
if you're playing with somebody who doesn't know how to play, there's a couple moves where you can like two moves and the game's done. And usually when I play with my nieces and nephews who don't play, like ha ha ha.
Boom boom.
Right.
No,
Which is how
hey,
I learned it because
hey,
somebody did it to me.
loser has to go get us ice cream, okay? Boom
That's how it
boom.
was always. Oh, we don't want to do that, Uncle. It's like, all right, if I beat you in chess, then you got to do it. Okay, cool. And it's boom, boom. All right, go do it.
The sixth of seven is swimming. I don't know if it's like a lap or
I don't know. I spent.
speed.
I mean, we both lived in American Samoa, but I don't know if you've ever seen a lot of the videos. Like, well, no, I don't even know if we had, but a lot of
Aren't you
pictures.
like a beachside house? Aren't you like right?
Well, my grandma, we in the Uli, we lived in ice, so we lived right across, like literally across the street from a beach. But also, um, when I was removed, not forcibly,
Removed.
from the University of Hawaii and its community colleges that I was going to, and I went back home in 2001, I majored in marine science, so a lot of my time was spent in the water.
Nice.
And
Whoa. Wow.
shout out to Miss Carolyn Braun, one of the best professors I could have ever had. Uh, she was the head of the marine science department, and she gave us every opportunity to be like whatever we want to be in like marine science, marine biologist. She sent a lot of people to programs that we otherwise probably wouldn't have a chance to go to. I know
Nice.
a couple of my guys went to Georgia to finish, like, continue marine science school, and they got jobs in that field. So yeah, I'd win.
Yeah, yeah. This is an experience. For Mother's Day, we went out to the coast and we got that hotel, and they had a swimming pool there. So me and Nora were in there twice in the one day that we were there. But there was one time where I tried my best to like swim as fast as I could to the
That
far end and back.
It's so tiring.
Dog, this
It,
is tiring as fighting. Man, maybe a lot of things are tiring to me. Like maybe no,
I'm
now we're getting a
thinking
pattern. Now we're getting
maybe
a
it's
pattern.
just
Oh, this
me.
guy's gassed. Whoops. Um. Okay, you got swimming, and the last one, bowling. When's the last time you went bowling? You
I
got it like that on the hardwood
I
on both hard.
no, I like bowling, but I'm not good at it. Like, I'm not great.
I feel
Like,
like I'm happy if I break 100, but I'm usually at like 90,
I'll
80,
give it to
90.
you just because, like,
What?
I can confidently say, like, I'll hit like a strike every now and then, but
Mhm.
I'll also hit like a gutter ball for no reason. Like, it's like, wait a minute, that was like one of my better rolls. Why did it go to
Yeah.
the left, all the way to the left? But bowling is fun. I like bowling.
Are there any other sports you wish would be included instead of these ones?
Oh yeah, like pole vault. Uh, why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing? I don't like the way you just immediately started laughing.
I was gonna say,
That's
like Call of Duty, we could have like
no.
a video game.
I don't like the way you started laughing
Also,
when I said pole vault, man. That's very discouraging
they
coming
don't
from
they don't make our pole vault
look,
like
the same thing when they told
what's
me
the
that
limit on a pole vault stick?
and they were, hey, I'm telling you, someone asked like, well, would you ever be good at fencing? I was like, yeah, depends on what I'm selling. And they're, huh? I was like, oh, different fencing. Never mind. But
Different fencing.
yeah. No, man, what would man, you know what?
It's
They
80
had
to 200 pounds.
if they had like Musa in if you could play Musa
What's
in that
Musa?
country, huh? The rock game in Samoa. You know what I'm talking about?
Aki?
No, no, you know
Different.
what? I used to get confused for never mind, we won't say anything because my siblings might watch this and be like, this fool couldn't even count. He couldn't even do the hand move. He got confused. Like they thought I was special for a little bit. I might be, but no, Musa is when you it's almost like hopscotch, but at the end
Okay.
you're like trying to hit somebody's rocked out. I can't even explain it, but
Oh,
Samoan,
whoa.
yeah, pretty cool game.
Musa.
Yo, hopscotch, hopscotch was
Hey.
you know what I'm saying?
What?
Hey,
Handball? You play handball?
I don't, but I've seen it played. That also involves a lot of running left and right.
I mean, maybe not like the official handball. I'm talking like schoolyard handball. It's like a bouncy ball. It's just
Same,
oh,
same.
okay. There's
Yeah,
like a
hit it
racquetball
against the wall.
handball.
Yeah, isn't that the same thing?
That is not what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
what are you talking about
There's
then?
like a bouncy, it's like a Foursquare. You play Foursquare with the
Yeah, yeah,
rubber
yeah,
bouncy
yeah,
ball.
yeah.
It's like a medium, like a smaller ball than that, probably like a volleyball size. But you hit it onto the ground and it bounces on the wall. And then it's kind of like playing tennis, but you and another person are. When I was at Bonita Elementary, the handball walls were like 20 feet high, 15 feet across. So probably
Those
20
are
feet across.
three wild words to say all at once.
What was that?
Handball wall.
Handball wall. uh, man, yeah, and like I guess there are other like kind of like Olympic
Mm.
style stuff where it's like
Kickball?
not full on sporting against each other, but like kind of like the NFL combine. There are events,
Yeah.
shot put, 40-yard dash, 100-meter dash, whatever, something like that. Any of those track and field, you feel confident about any of those exercises? I mean,
Mm.
pole vault.
Bench jumping?
Yeah.
But I have to have like a dog chase me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
All right. If you're listening to this and you have any other suggestions for sports you think would be fun to watch you and your friend or me and Forrest go 1v1 and let us know. Comment those on the YouTube video.
Hey,
Go to the YouTube.
they should make rock skipping an Olympic sport.
Rock skipping?
Yep.
You got it like that?
Yeah, I did like 150 skips consecutively.
That's good. I was, oh, hell no.
As he bit into it first, he's like, 100? No.
You said 100. It's like, nah, nah. All right, yeah. Again, we were talking about the same stuff on the Patreon. Make sure to sign up patreon.com/the Polytickin podcast. I also caught up there on how I had to call my landlord because my fridge was freaking broken. It went out for like a day and a half this week. That sucked. But yeah, hear more about that on the Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting us. Appreciate you guys.
Are
Uh,
you regular Polynesian? Do you have a chest freezer in your house too?
a chest freezer, I don't have the space for it, or else
Uh,
I for sure would.
I would
Yeah, I don't have the space
look.
for it.
I would have just put it in the back patio of the apartment. Because look, I'm telling you, people don't understand. You can buy chicken and not have to cook it for 2 weeks and still have it in your freezer. It saves you on money.
It does.
It
That
might. I'm
sounds good.
telling you,
Oh,
find your closest Best Buy outlet store, which they do open box um appliances, and they usually you can probably find a chest freezer, a nice small sized one, for like $120.
damn.
Yeah,
Um, have been trying to use like fresh stuff instead of frozen, but
yeah,
not having to worry about your food going bad is such a freaking like peace of mind thing.
yeah. I'm telling you, I hate when pizza goes bad because you had it in the icebox. That's
The
why.
pizza goes
That's why
bad.
when we order it that night, I gotta eat the whole pizza,
Yeah. Oh,
two, even if
all
it's
about the
two.
freshness.
Right, because I
This
don't
guy
want it.
is standards.
Because if what if I put in the ice box or the fridge, I get shit for people. Sorry, for calling the fridge ice box. Oh, you're old. Okay, uh, okay, you're hurting my feelings.
Okay,
Uh,
whippersnapper.
right. But yeah, you put it in the fridge like you said, and it dies out, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's like you can't
Freeze it.
right freeze it.
Freeze it. Also, if your refrigerator is not cooling, but the light is still on, and you've unplugged it and checked the breaker and also unscrewed the panels on the bottom and vacuumed all the dust out, and it still is not working, make sure to check that cold to colder knob that it isn't turned to zero.
Much
Uh,
better.
because the handyman texted me that he was like, "Why don't you check that knob?" And I turned it, and immediately the fridge started rattling back to life. And Nora was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Come here. Did you touch this circle thing right here?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, please don't do that again, okay? Thanks, darling." All right.
Man, the way you describe your fridge when it's broken like that, uh, that's how my psychiatrist kind of. Never mind. Anyway,
He was trying all the stuff.
he was like, even though you know the lights on, but you're still a little cold.
He's
I'm
still hot.
like, oh, what?
We had to like use some of the food. We had to throw out a bunch of food. Like the
What you guys end up?
freezer
Oh, throw it
totally
out.
thawed out. Yeah, yeah. The
I would have.
freezer thawed out. I got
Look,
well, so I went and got some ice from the gas station. Got a cooler, threw as much stuff as I could to
this
save what I could.
this
But
how I know we grown, man. When I was in college and our fridge went out, you know what we did? We had a barbecue
see,
and we cooked everything.
you got to use as much as you can.
That's what I'm saying.
I I didn't even know that it was off. I think it was off overnight, but the milk was warm. It was like bad. It was a bad situation. So I threw out what we saved what we could, threw out the
Right.
rest, and then cooked some. And it actually led me to cooking chicken noodle soup. I had like some chicken in there, so from scratch, dog. We went and got some carrots, some celery, an onion, cut it all up, chicken stock,
This food,
chicken.
this guy deboned or shredded a piece of fried chicken in his icebox and said it's from scratch.
No.
Oh, I see how you do, Lance. He said, "Hey,
uh,
pass me the
bro.
Popeyes bucket."
I'm gonna make some
Now, did you
homemade
did you boil
fried.
the chicken before you guys did the
Yeah,
soup?
so
Or
uh man, I had to full disclosure, I was kind of hurrying on finding the instructions for this, so I chat GPT this recipe. I just threw in a bunch of ingredients. I was like,
yeah,
I want a soup. And it was like, do it like this. And I was like, nice.
man,
So,
you use
hey,
Chat GPT and you warmed up the ocean like 6 degrees. Good job, buddy.
and now I have the information forever in my head. This is how I'm going to cook chicken noodle soup, guys. Listen, I'm going to take the thighs or the drumsticks, whatever you have. I'm going to season those up. I'm going to get the pan hot. I'm going to get them 3 minutes each side, put them to the side. Don't worry about finishing cooking them right now. I'm going to coin all the carrots. I'm going to slice those up. Celery, onions, dice the onion, put that all into the hot pot with the chicken stuff in there, mix that up, get it kind of cooking. Put the whole chicken thighs back into the pot a couple minutes later, pour in like 4 cups of chicken stock, 2 to 4 cups of water. I think there's like other seasonings you can put in at that point. It needed a lot more salt than I thought, so I ended up putting more salt. Um, and then you boil and let that thing simmer for like an hour. The whole house is smelling like soup. Like,
Sounds good.
and yeah, now I know how to make chicken soup. And I made chicken and rice soup with the same thing, chicken noodle soup with some like medium egg noodle little
I was just
pasta
about to
pieces.
ask you if you use, excuse me, if you use like broth when you make soup or you just use water and seasoning.
Yeah, so
Because
I
some people
feel
don't use
like,
broth.
yeah, I've used the water before, but I feel like that chicken stock,
Yeah,
that
of
beef
course.
stock, even that veggie stock is just like so much more, has that soupy taste that I'm going for.
Just in
Um
case you guys don't know, broth and stock are the same things, guys.
yeah.
Just yeah, just different
Um
words. My mom makes beef rib soup. Yeah, that's what I said. Super good. It's super
super
good.
good. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. So trying to make dishes like that, definitely uh trying not to add too much sugar and stuff. But it's kind of like once you start cooking at home, there's like sometimes it's fun to try stuff out like that. I went and got
yeah.
some pie crust today and like cooked up some pie filling,
What's
crushed
your favorite
pineapple,
pie? What'd you
cornstarch,
get for
sugar.
pie crust?
I just got what was at the store. So there were these, um, not the Pillsbury one actually. It was some crazy 9 inch. I forget the specific one, but I had to roll the whole thing out, and I didn't let one of them thaw enough. So when I was rolling it, it started breaking into pieces, and
Yeah,
I had to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
something out like that. But I didn't read the instructions and said kind of let it sit at room temperature. So
You just
when
add
you do
water.
roll it out, oh nice, yeah. Is there a certain one you would suggest? Pie crust,
Yeah, a graham cracker.
graham cracker.
Yeah, it's so good. Should I make apple pie with a graham cracker crust?
Nice, nice. Yeah, my
Yes.
mom has these pies and she makes them from hand. I need the pie crust recipe.
Man,
She refuses to teach anyone.
my sisters, my mom makes it, but my sisters make it, especially my younger sister Della, and she's taught her daughters to make it. But like in Samoa, you know how they have like the custard pies or like the peach and the fruit cocktail pies that they sell on Sunday at stores. Yeah, man, my
Yeah,
sister make. Oh man, her the crust in that is.
I I want the pineapple pie. I want there's like a thicker pineapple filling than like crushed pineapple.
Yeah,
Is like more cornstarch. I think I definitely think cornstarch was not enough. Cornstarch was my problem today with the pies that I made. They were like pie crust with pie filling, but it wasn't as thick as I wanted. And definitely the pie
gotcha.
crust was also like thin pie, just regular
Maybe
run of the
instead of
mill store
using
stuff.
crushed
So
pineapples, use like whole pineapples and just cut them up because they'll probably break apart when you're baking them. Maybe suggestion,
cool.
not a. It's not like I don't know the recipe. This
Oh
is just
yeah,
a
yeah, I could try that. I
suggestion.
could
Yeah,
try that. Like pineapple chunks.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like the more times you make it, and it's like, oh, this is okay, but maybe next time I add some cinnamon,
yeah.
or maybe next time I let it bake longer, or maybe next time. There are so many I want to say like cookbooks and chefs and people that have like done this
For sure.
to find the recipes and stuff like that. But doing it yourself is it's always like I don't know. It's pretty cool that you're able to make something that could be like restaurant level
For
food.
sure.
So that's dope. Definitely trying to do that more. Well, let's
Should
see.
make some chicken cordon bleu for the house.
Whoa, whoa, because that's like ham and cheese inside a chicken breast,
Yep. So you could
and
slice.
then crusted
You can
over
bread it. Yeah, you can bread
and
it if
breaded.
you want to. You don't have to, but yeah, it's good breaded. But you can also fill the chicken with, instead of doing like I do it with pork chops. So I'll get like cream cheese. I'll cut up chives, mix those two things together, and then I'll either bake bacon, so it's nice and crispy. Cut that all up because I don't want to just put bacon bits from a bottle in there. So I'll
Mhm.
do my own bacon bits, put it inside the cream cheese and the chive to make a,
Wow.
a filling, and then I'll
Oh,
yeah,
bacon, cream cheese, and chive
right, and then I'll
in a chicken
I'll
pocket.
nope, I'll season my pork chops, and
Oh, in a
then
plate.
I'll slice open my pork chops, fill the pork chops, and then I'll sear it first on probably like maybe
Mm,
5 minutes each side for each one, and then I'll bake them.
I need to see that.
Yeah,
I need to. I need you to make that. I need to be
yeah.
there. We should make our dishes. Let's. Okay, here. He's like, I want your freaking chicken noodle soup. I'm
Right.
making bacon, cream cheese chive.
Hey, look, the next time you guys cook though, easy you can make they're like a easy way to make a seafood boil, like just a cheat code.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
grab some foil. You can put your corn in there. You're gonna grab some shrimp, just a little bit of shrimp. You're gonna grab your sausage, your kielbasa.
Yep.
So that's all you need. The corn. Oh, actually, no, you can potatoes. Sorry,
Potatoes. Potatoes. Yeah.
potatoes.
Thank you.
Just potatoes. Your corn, because you can already get them in just a little circle, already coined.
Mhm.
Shrimp, depending on what size you want it, you can get. It's better to get them with no shell. And your sausage, cut that all up. You're gonna probably like a handful. Put it in the foil. You're going to get olive oil, put it around in the stuff, and then season it the way you want it. Get
Mhm.
another piece of foil, cover it, you know, with the other piece of foil, and then bake it. And then that's a quick way to do like a seafood boil.
Oh, oh, nice. Like a okay, like a
Yeah.
bake. Yeah,
Yeah.
heck yeah. Um, I love seafood boils.
I know.
Just throw it on the table.
That's why I always say. So also, so what I do now in the States, because that's how you should do it in Samoa. Oh, don't forget the butter. You have to put a gracious amount of butter on top of that. But
Yeah.
also, like here, because you can go to one of the seafood places here, and they give you the sauce, the seafood boil sauce, and of course you're paying for it. I don't know what everybody charges, but there's a place close to us that we like their seafood boil sauce. They charge like, I think it's like $7 for like a big ass tub of it.
Oh, to use it for your at
Yeah,
home.
at home.
Yeah.
So
Oh, nice.
so you could do that and just yeah, and then grab the sauce and sauce it up.
Don't. Sauce it up. Hey,
But yeah,
uh, you know what doesn't need to be sauced up anymore? Is these damn graduation banners that are hurting these feelings. It's
like
too much for some people. It's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot.
what?
It's banners, it's lays, it's music, it's cars. Sorry.
It's like, why does it hurt you? Like, and we're not, so what does it bring to you to say though? Like,
Mm.
number one, you that's a lot of people you're calling ghetto that you do not know of. And then
Let's explain that before people think it's us talking about that. It's not us, right? So we're obviously referring to the situation where this lady on TikTok has gone viral. There are even like Polynesian music is even getting into this, like reposting it. But her video was in the car, and she's basically the clip that is circulating is quote American Polynesians are the ghettoists. Sorry, that's not the
Yep.
quote. Is it are
That's
so
yeah.
ghetto? And then she goes on to list what is it specifically about graduation celebrations and customs and culture that is
Yeah.
has gone. What is her problem? And this is Layla something off of TikTok, okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, did you get any of the specific gripes that she had with
Just
Polynesians in America?
just how elaborate I guess the lays are now. How people be tailgating out there. Just the big crowds that they have out there, and yeah, and the banners and all. Like, man, look, and this is not like some people aren't expected to graduate in some families, you know what I mean? And or maybe not too many people in the family graduated, or just I mean, now we're getting serious. Like just reading like statistics. A lot of kids these days in some parts where a lot of Polynesians live,
Mm.
you know, they're not statistically supposed to graduate or even reach that age. So sometimes the celebration, it's just, and that's just Polynesian people. We gonna celebrate our people. Why not? What is the problem with celebrating your people like that?
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with that. I think I kind of have a problem with like I mean, I understand that like some people haven't graduated high school or college and are one of the early ones in their family to do that.
Yeah.
But I think most of the graduates are graduating, right? It's not like most are dropping out.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, okay, so her thing is like what you're there's it's too loud. I don't even she is getting it all from everywhere.
As she should be, because it's
What
like,
a that's a dumb, and even if it's not a dumb take, it's like a take that alienates so many people and so many of your people specifically. What would possess you to say something like that?
but we've also seen people who aren't from the culture, who aren't Polynesian, come out and say how they love how the kids are celebrated. There's also been parents who have really asked families in attendance if they could cheer for their kids because they want their
Yeah,
kids to have the same feeling. Like, you know, yeah, that's not too many cultures are going to celebrate family like that.
that is
And
cool. Yeah,
yeah,
have you ever had that happen to you? Would you do that if someone was like, if like some mom and dad were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys cheered so great for your sister. My son's coming up soon, and when we cheer, can you guys cheer with us?"
I'll be like, yeah, how much money do you have? No, I'm just kidding. Jokes, jokes,
Yeah,
jokes. Yeah, of
tips
course.
appreciate.
That'd be dope if someone were to ask like that. Because I mean, that just means that the parents really want their kid to feel celebrated as they should be. So love that, love that. If you ever were asked to do that and you guys did it, man, blessings to you because yeah, why wouldn't you want your kid to be celebrated like that?
Well, and so going back to this negative take that everybody's been panning, it's gone viral. Uh, it seems now, looking back at it, like such a dumb thing to say, like, and to then not only say but platform and push out there on purpose.
Yeah,
Uh, and trying to think, we were talking about this. Oh, no, we weren't talking about this on the Patreon. We talked about it a little bit, but in the Polytickin episode from last Friday, or this week, they were talking about it where there's like a proximity to whiteness, talking about how like if you're hating on your own culture, it's like something else that you have maybe like a self hate towards your. Are you embarrassed about being brown in a white space? Type stuff like that.
right.
But why would someone say this? So like, and especially posting on social media, I think this is like a thing where we have to think about nowadays. What are people's like viewpoints or mind frame going into stuff like this when they make these decisions
Right,
that send them
right, right,
viral?
right, right, right.
So why did she think this was okay to say? Why did she think it was okay to degrade, a bunch of Pacific Islanders in the middle of graduation season? And also very important, I think, is whether it was on purpose. Knowing like if you're going to get a negative reaction, it usually causes you to stop. Nowadays, with the virality and the influencers, maybe sometimes having a super negative reaction is a net positive for them long term. Like they get the followers or they get the renown for a little bit, and they kind of builds up their social media docket. So
We
what
only
do you think
have
was going on?
we only have room for one. What is the guy's name?
We only have room for one troll in the
The
Tongan
what is
community.
Elder TikTok?
Oh, Elder TikTok? My bad. I thought you were talking about Brandon Felkel.
Oh my God,
Elder
no!
TikTok is
Please,
back. He
we're
was
not.
at Spencer Fano's draft party.
I saw that. Again, trying to latch onto. I'm pretty sure he's family, but
Oh
just oh
yeah,
my
family.
God, just trying to latch on again.
Uh,
So, but yeah, we only have room for one dum dum in the in the
in
space,
PI
please.
Utah's.
And look,
Oh,
they're
Utah's getting heat for this too now.
because they're both from Utah. And I'm not gonna say it's just mainly in Utah, but there also have been a lot of problems in high schools there where a lot of the Polynesian like putting on a lei before walking out. And it's
Oh, wouldn't let him.
yeah, you won't you're not allowed to wear a lei. People have walked out of graduations because they weren't allowed to, or what was the other one? It was I forgot, but they had this big protest at a school outside of a school. It had to do with Polynesian culture. So, and uh, it snows a lot in Utah. It snows a lot, and I think it's white all year round there. So, yeah, I mean that could have something to do with it. You know, definitely. And then I've heard on multiple occasions. I've never lived in Utah. I've been there, haven't lived there. Um, but I've heard there have been a lot of
Yeah,
discrimination in the state. So
you don't want to try to pinpoint or stereotype a whole state from one person, and
for sure,
that's the problem though. It's not one person,
it's
right?
two of them.
It's at least two
Yeah.
multiple times. Um. Oh, okay. So speaking about this specific influencer or creator, Layla on TikTok, um, have you seen her content before? Is it usually stuff this crazy or this hot or
No, not really. Not really. She does like reviews on stuff, or she'll talk about like her day, or like her trying to date people. It's random stuff, but never like not
something
the
this
yeah,
anti-Pacific either?
yeah. I
Did
mean,
you watching her earlier stuff? Was there any inkling that this could happen, or is this a big shock?
no, yeah. There's some posts where you're like, maybe, maybe sometime down the line.
No, like I'm gonna watch this blow up.
Right. But for the most part, I mean, I've seen her like dance Polynesian in some of her posts. What else? I don't think she speaks the language, which isn't something that you have to do to be like pro Polynesian, but yeah, but she also said like, look, I love being Polynesian. She did preface that before.
Oh, that part got cut out. That is
Yeah.
not included in the TikToks.
But yeah, so like, yeah, but bad take, lady,
Yeah,
bad take.
people have bad takes. Braden Falco.
Stop
All
it.
right. So, hey, okay, Brandon Sorsby. Let's get into some sports, right? We're gonna talk trades, big NFL trades that happened. But transitioning us into sports, one of the college quarterbacks that was like caught for gambling and betting on his team, and the NCAA tried to kick him out. There was a lower court that overturned that and supposedly is letting him go back to college. The issue with gambling, especially in sports, NIL, lots more money now in college athletics. Uh, could you fill us in on exactly what he did wrong? And then I have our question.
Yeah, he was gambling.
So he was like, do you know how
No,
much
no,
money he was betting? Or
they haven't really said anything. It has to be a good amount of money, but he was also placing bets on his own team. Whether it was to win or to lose, or if it was prop bets, stuff that he could control, hasn't been disclosed. I imagine they're going to be prop bets that he's betting on his team because you can really control that. You know what I mean? You can control that. My team is not gonna make this many
Whoa.
completions in the game. Why? Because he's the quarterback. So
Because I'm not gonna throw after I
right,
hit 18.
right. Or like
Ugh.
that my receiver on this end, he's about to have 11 catches. How does he have 11 catches? Because I can throw him, the ball 15 times and hope he catches at least 11 of those. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's a big problem because you can control stats like that. Winning, that's a little more difficult to do, but you can affect winning by going in there and a wide open receiver, you choose not to see him. Instead, you check it down to a running back who has like two linebackers gunning for him. So yeah, big problem. Uh, and then again, for everybody who was complaining about how corrupt the NCAA is, and they try to do something correct, and then some judge who probably has a connection to Texas Tech somehow,
Mm,
or yeah, it just rules in his favor. So not a good look right now for I think Texas Tech. Not a good look for Brendan Sorsby. Not a good look for the court system right now. Not at
sure.
all. Tougher for the NCAA now because they were trying to do the right thing, and I know a lot of people. Whoa, you taking his future away? No, he took his future away. He probably didn't even have to go to school anymore. This probably getting a nice NIL bag. He still want to go and gamble and put that in jeopardy.
Mm. Said he bet $90,000 on college and pro sports when he was a freshman at Indiana, and those include some bets on his own team. Uh, I know there's the Pete Rose conversation where Pete Rose was banned from baseball and like not didn't get into the Hall of Fame because he bet on games and his own team on the Reds.
Yep.
Um, and I remember, I feel like one of the things that he said before he passed, he was like, I always bet on my team to win, though. Like, I didn't bet on them to lose.
Yeah, but how much or like how many? You know what I mean? Like
I
there's
mean, sure, you could, like, I'm saying if you're just doing money line and, like, I think my team's going to win whenever I bet on them. Or, like, whenever you play a crappy team, you're like, I think my team's going to win. I'm gonna bet. Uh, man, that's crazy. But so I guess my question on this
it's wrong, Lance. I already know your question. It's wrong.
my
Doesn't matter.
question on this
Doesn't matter. It's wrong.
is it that bad?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Uh
Betting on
I
your own
guess
team to win?
betting
Yes.
on your own team to win, I think is like just on his face is like I'm gonna try my hardest to get my money. Uh I'm going, yeah. Well, like if I was the underdog and I bet on my team to win, is that acceptable?
No, that's stupidity.
No, right? You're just like, I believe in myself so much. Definitely point shaving. Uh, you
Yeah.
know, like sometimes in the NBA there was that man. I guess just last year they were having point
Well,
shaving
yeah.
scandals and stuff like that.
BC's back in the spotlight. He's being brought up again on some different gambling charges. So after he beat the other one, or after he allegedly was not involved in the other stuff, but probably dimed
You're gonna
everybody
find
else
them.
out. Right,
Oh, got you.
right.
How'd you get out of this sticky
Yeah.
situation? I told him about you guys. Okay. Again, pole vault weight limit is
Yes.
200 pounds.
Oh,
Uh,
see, I just need two of them wrapped together.
the thing's gonna send you 50 feet into the air.
But look, I'm gonna win.
Hey, as long as you don't bet on yourself,
Yeah.
we're
See,
gonna be good.
see.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're listening to this, yeah, betting on sports, maybe that's just the line we've been fed for decades by the man, by big Vegas, by big gambling. They're like, we shouldn't bet. You shouldn't do that on your own. Wait for us. Um, I don't know. Do you think it's okay to bet on your own team to win?
I
And
don't.
if not, please explain why. Because other than
Slippery slope, man. Because
Slippery slope.
you start betting. Oh yeah, we're gonna win, and then you can start betting other stuff. Lance, we are gamblers. We are talking to each other right now. We already know how it goes. You're gonna place that one bet one day, and you're like, oh yeah, to win, and then you're like, oh, I bet we win by this much. So now you're betting on points. It's like I bet we win by this much, and I bet I get this many stats, and then so forth and so forth, and then you find out how easy it is to be. Ah man, I bet I get an interception. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, and you're just fourth quarter just throwing up
right,
lobs.
like hoping that some fool on the defense knows how to catch.
You're just
Right,
chucking it to the defensive tackle.
right. Like then it's the wild bets, and he's like, I bet
That's
that.
not, I'm not doing that.
No, yes,
I'm
you
just
no,
betting on
no,
our
no,
team to win
nope, nope,
twice a year.
nope. And then who? And then maybe you don't like someone on the team, like your tight end, and then you place a bet like, I bet my tight end gets knocked out in the third quarter,
No,
coming
that
across
is
the middle.
not allowed. You're
You
only
see?
allowed to bet
See?
on your
You
team
see? You
winning.
see? Look, you already broke the rule that you're not allowed to bet, and now you're gonna tell me you're gonna stop at,
I mean, why
okay,
is
I'm
that a
just gonna
rule?
bet.
It's a rule because people will shave points. But if you're adding points, isn't that good? I think it's good. I think it's okay.
See, folks, this is how you should not be a gambler.
Justify you. Hey, you'll justify some stuff.
this is this is not something. No, I'm saying
I don't think
like
it's a problem. I don't see it as a problem. Shout out to
it's
Pete Rose, R.I.P.
it's a gateway drug.
All right, big trades in the NFL. Some stars moving teams. AJ Epinesa will now be rushing the passer for the Philadelphia Eagles.
What a traitor. No jokes.
What?
I'm not even a Bills fan. Jokes. Hey, good on AJ for getting out there. His brother's coming up in the ranks. Uh,
Oh,
his little brother is about to be wrecking ball in the NCAA. So
it,
stemming from their pops back in the day, Epi's a mean football player, really great guy. Now AJ again at Iowa, coming up from high school, he was the man coming up high school through college, has a solid career going right now in the NFL, signing over. He gets to go over there and sing songs with Jordan Mailata now. Pretty cool. You know what I mean? They can
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so that's
It
cool
looked
to
like
see his
he had a
brother.
chance to go to Cleveland, and there was like a problem with the physical. Said failed physical with the Cleveland Browns, so now he's with the Eagles.
They were like, wow, we don't Miles Garrett's not here. It's not gonna be that good. Don't sign him.
Dang, the Browns opted out after Epinesa 27 failed his medical evaluation. Okay. So he signed, damn, he signed with the Browns and now he's with the Eagles. And the Eagles are freaking, that is a totally different expectation in like your season results.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Cleveland with the turnaround might be doing good, but the
I think
Eagles are
he
expected to be in the deep into the playoffs.
I think he fits right in with that D line as more of a power defensive end. Playing with Jalen Carter in the middle there,
Oh
and
wow, yeah.
so I know who was the other defensive tackle there?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. I think those three. Uh, yeah, I don't think you're running on them at all. Whatever side those three are on, and then you just have your like your what do they call them these days? Your edge rusher on the other side.
Edge.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, but the other two will pretty much hold the trenches down. Three big bodies out there built to just stop the run and yeah, and take control of the line.
And then the Browns and the Eagles are also going to factor into the other two trades that we're doing, that we're talking about. The big one, the unexpected one, was Myles Garrett, defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, long time,
I don't
two-time defensive player of the year. What?
I know it was unexpected for a lot of us, but there were so many reports coming out like the week before about the trade.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like they were like
Myles Garrett being there?
yeah, like oh he might be getting traded like and you couldn't believe it because you were like yeah this is the first anybody's hearing of it. So of course people were just
Well,
like eh.
last year, Myles Garrett demanded a trade.
Right,
And
exactly.
instead, they gave him like a 4-year extension for,
Yeah.
a lot of money. And then I think when he signed that big extension, one of the questions was from the reporters was, "Hey, you talked about wanting to win and get out of here, and there was nothing that we could do to keep you, and now you signed this big contract. You say you're going to be here for a long time. What's up with that?" And he's like, "I'm just happy to be a Brown." Yada yada yada. They changed some bonuses. They delayed them, so instead of the Browns having to pay them early in the league year, I believe they pushed them to like a week before the start of the regular season, like after camp through preseason stuff like that. Um, which gave the Browns more time without having to pay him extra money to trade him. So the Rams will be on the hook. The Rams traded a first, a second, a third, and Jared Verse for Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
And then Myles Garrett got some like contract stability stuff worked in. Uh, this is crazy because the Rams already seen as one of the best teams and one of the teams, one of the few teams already locked in and vying for that Super Bowl.
Right. They had a
Um,
run last year in the playoffs.
yeah, there was that 2 point conversion, I think, in week 18 versus the Seahawks, and then they lost to them also in the playoffs. But it could have gone the other way. The Rams could have been hosting, won the NFC West and hosting, and then totally different history. But yeah, so the Rams are Super Bowl ready. They get Myles Garrett. There's now rumors of Aaron Donald coming back. Aaron Donald is like, yeah, I got to think about it. It's pretty exciting. The Super Bowl's in LA. I wouldn't have to go very far.
You
Well,
didn't
but
see
he
the
said
reports?
he said he needs to get the fire.
Did you see the reports
What happened?
that his papers are at the NFL office?
Oh, it's already set,
Yeah.
or that? What? So what does that mean? That the Rams are
He
already
filed
put something in?
he filed for reinstatement.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding. Look at this guy. Just kidding, bro. Don't worry. They don't play in our conference. You're good, bro.
No, I'm saying
No, I don't. You know what? I think by the third game we'll know whether or not he's gonna play, because I think by the third game that itch is gonna come back really fast. You know what I mean? Like if he has it,
if he's not already
watching
there in
right.
camp,
If
if he
he's not
doesn't
already in
sign,
camp,
yeah,
because he doesn't have to. If you guys seen uh Aaron Donald work out, he doesn't need to get back into shape by any
mm,
means at all.
nice, okay.
You know what I mean? So it, him just jumping back into the game will be quick. But yeah, I mean, again, just that's a lot of talk. I don't know. I don't know if
He's the one talking it though.
that's what I
He's
mean. That's what I. It's a lot of talk. We'll see. We'll see. Would be exciting to watch if
uh
you're a Rams fan. You know what I mean? If you're not, then sucks for your team, because that's a crazy line.
um all right, yeah. Myles Garrett is now with the Rams. We'll see how the NFC West turns out. AJ Brown, uh, long reported trade rumor was that he was going for accounting reasons, waiting for his trade until June 1st, which I think means the Eagles can spread his cap over the next 2 years instead of taking his cap hit all at once. Excuse me. Um, AJ Brown to the Patriots could unlock Drake May, could be really good for him. But what it definitely does is it opens things up for Mekhi Lemon,
Yep.
who the Eagles took in the first round. Another wide receiver. I thought similar to Devontae Smith, right? And Devontae
That
Smith is a
that's
smaller body, like Bryce Young looking,
that's my only
frame.
concern is that they are they play different styles, but yes, similar in size. McCollum is a lot more solid. He's a lot stronger probably than Devontae. Um,
Okay,
but
okay.
yeah, he plays. He's like a smaller Puka. That's his playing style. He's pretty like reckless out there, and
I like that.
he'll run through a wall. But they also, yeah, they kind of play the same position. They were both, I think, more suited for the inside
Mhm.
of the field as a slot receiver. So now you got two guys who are gonna have to play outside, depending on who else you got on the team. But yeah, it kind of looks like they'll be playing the outside for for Philly. So we'll see how that goes.
in fantasy, where do you feel comfortable taking Devonte Smith? And now is the clear number one for Jalen Hurts.
Hmm.
Not a high passing,
No, no, not so.
what
I mean,
round?
like 10th maybe.
Whoa, no, that's
Yeah,
too far.
nah.
Nah,
Because
that's way too far.
there's guys on higher passing rated teams
Mm.
that I would take because I know they're gonna get the ball thrown to them more than not. Than
Whoa, okay.
I think Devontae's. This is nothing against Devontae's talent. I think when he's on, he's on. You can't really beat him.
Mm.
You've seen him, and he does well for a lot of people in fantasy, me included. Um, I just I just think there's guys who are coming up right now in the wide receiver position that play for teams that are gonna throw the ball a lot more.
Sure, yeah.
That like take anybody from Green Bay's wide receiver group. I think they're gonna have a big year just because they're gonna have Jordan Love throw that ball around a lot.
A lot more
Yeah,
passing stats to go around in
I
Green Bay.
think I think the old guys in New York right now might get a chance to have it with I think
Oh hell no.
hey look, you put
The
all
Giants?
I'm telling
The
you Jackson
Giants wide receivers?
they're gonna have do you know who they signed?
I need that New York Giants Juju Smith Schuster jersey.
See they got
But they
Juju
also signed Odell Beckham Jr.
and Barrios.
Why do you say and Barrios like that matters?
Hey man,
What are you talking about,
telling
dog?
you,
He's
watch,
fast
look,
and Madden.
look, I'm telling you, these guys are the underrated receivers that everybody's like, man, they're not gonna do nothing. But for a young quarterback who's looking for people to rely on, those are pretty good names to rely on. They're not gonna be like just running down the field past everybody. That's guaranteed. You know, I mean, Juju's like one hit away across the middle from never playing football again, probably with that knee. Uh, and that's not me
Mm-hmm.
wishing anything bad about Juju. So, I actually hope he, you know, resurrects his career out there in New York. That'd be pretty cool for the tail end of his career.
Uh, I don't. I mean, for sure would be cool. I
Yeah,
just
it,
am
it would be cool. I'm not
not holding the
expecting
breath
it,
on
but
that
right.
based on the last couple seasons.
I think yeah, with Jackson Dart, like I mean, I
Oh
know
yeah, Jackson Dart,
yeah, New Orleans is gonna put stock a lot. You know, they're gonna put a lot of stock in Tyler Shuff,
Shuck, Shuck,
Shuck, however you want to pronounce his name. The
Shuck.
white people over here weird
No, say it
pronunciation.
right.
Get the Shuck out of here.
There you go.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of look. I think some of the receivers out in Kansas City, I think they're gonna have a good year this year with
She
Mr.
Rice still rehabbing in jail.
Well, he's definitely going to be catching something else in jail. But yeah, this fool, I know. It's too late, man. This fool put it to his mouth and then took it off the screen. But he's supposed to put the man, come on, man.
Hey.
This who he said Lord, what what did that do?
What?
What did that do? See,
I don't know what you're talking
man,
about.
but yeah, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of quarterbacks. Not a lot, but there are gonna be teams out there who are gonna throw the ball more than than the Eagles will. We saw that
Mm.
last year.
Oh, okay. I've Devontae Smith. I wanted to say fourth. You've talked me down to like fifth. Fifth round, being comfortable.
Now,
Any wide receiver one
I
that's like
probably the
going to be in shootouts.
earliest I would take him was the fifth. The latest I take
Fifth,
him was like the eighth round.
latest you can get.
Yeah,
Okay, and so now I want to compare that. Where do you feel comfortable taking Makai Lemon this year in fantasy redraft?
man, I would take him above Devontae.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I would take him around fourth because he's willing to do a lot. He well, not willing because we've seen Devontae try to go across the middle, and it hasn't always been good for him. But Makai Lemon, like I said, the way Makai Lemon plays, his style of play is like Puka, and I think
Hmm.
he's
Oh,
he,
you
yeah,
think he could be the Eagles' Puka?
yeah, I do,
Wow. Yeah.
I do. So I think they're gonna try to get the ball to him a lot. I still think Devontae's gonna be number one out there. I just think that being said, it's gonna open up a lot for Makai Lemon. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, now that AJ Brown is gone from the Eagles,
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
gives Devontae Smith more opportunities, but also more defensive,
Yep.
shadowing. The defense
Yeah.
is going to be like, well, who's the one guy we got to take away? It's going to be the freaking Heisman Trophy winner.
Exactly.
All right. What else? You mentioned Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster recently signed with the New York Giants.
I'm glad to see
We'll
that he's still
see.
playing out there. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, get them keep cash some checks.
Yeah. Get paid. Get paid.
Um, any other signings or NFL news? What's up with the
Mm,
Raiders? What's going on with
Hey man,
yeah
if
OTAs going?
we're being cool, we know just
Any interesting like
crossing T's, dotting I's. No. A lot of younger guys are starting to. I know it's only been like a couple of days or maybe just a day since training camp actually started, but some of the younger quarterbacks are starting to show out. I know Taron
nice?
Johnson made it back to the field, so pretty cool to have him out there. N'Kobe Dean still missing from the field after some injury news, so they expect him to be out there at least before the season. Quay
Um,
Walker has been impressing a lot of people in practice, so that's good to hear. Still, every time you open some publication of sports, they have Max Crosby in a scenario where he gets traded to some team who still wants a defensive end. I don't know how much validity there is to those reports, but of course,
do you
it's,
think it's more likely he gets traded or stays with the team at the end of the regular season? At the
I,
end of the season?
I think it's more likely that he stays with the team.
Yeah, I feel like he's back now. Like it
Yeah,
was the Raiders tried to send him to like a contender,
right. They
and
tried to
they
help.
screwed him.
Right, and
So
then
now he's back and like, all right, let's run it. Let's run
right,
it with in the silver and black. These people love me. I love them. I didn't want to leave Vegas. I just, they had an opportunity to do that. But I mean,
yeah, he wants to win, and the Raiders, as much as it doesn't seem like it, they were trying to help him as well by sending him to a contender that he
yeah.
might be able to get a ring
No,
with.
yeah.
Yeah,
They could have sent him to freaking Cleveland and got
right,
hella more picks or something
right,
like that,
right,
or not specifically Cleveland, but they could have sent him to a worse situation for more. They
definitely.
kind of hooked him up by sending him to the Ravens and
Yeah,
accepting first round picks that are probably going to be in the 20s,
that's what I'm saying. I
taking a
mean,
discount on there. Uh,
so
I
look
think
at
that I think that actually helped a lot. Like that, it to Max Crosby, he was like, "Hey, you guys didn't do me dirty. You guys actually tried to hook me up, and that makes me love the Raiders even more. I'm a lifer,
yeah,
And he said he wanted. And then he have a Raider tattoo. Like, I mean, hopefully he leaves. For me,
for sure.
hopefully he retires today. He's like, actually, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go be a Mormon missionary in American Samoa or something. But I feel like this is the perfect for Max Crosby to find the Raiders to be like to become the Raiders, and then to get a solid chance. They did right by him, and now he's like down for the cause,
Yeah,
especially with like getting the first overall pick, and now it's like a new era. It's you can talk yourself into that as
yeah.
Max Crosby to stick around.
But again, for the Raiders, the news is always going to be about Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cousins at quarterback, and
Oh yeah,
so they were trying to say Kirk Cousins is a mentor to him, and Kirk Cousins kind of downplayed it by saying, "I don't think I'm anywhere near anybody's mentor." So you can take that as
I
what you
hate
want.
when he does that. Shut
You know
up,
what I mean?
Kirk.
Yeah, right.
You're
Like,
not a QB1 anymore.
yeah.
It's not.
So that's cool. Like, I get it because it's a competition, but they did say it's a competition. So
Uh,
um, again, take that how you want to, but what it means is just that they're just doing the things that they're supposed to be doing in camp, and it's just camp. So you know what I mean. You're always gonna look good throwing the ball with no pads on and no one rushing you at 20 miles
sure.
an hour. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Guys not running around out there. So uh, both guys are good quarterbacks. People are still
Oh,
making statements like, "Oh, well, if Mendoza was actually worth the number one pick, they wouldn't be talking about." resting him. Guys who are number one picks,
No.
they're going to be the future. They're going to play now. Like, okay,
I
well,
mean, maybe, but
that's why you're in a studio talking about what these teams do and not hired as one of their coaches there. But again, that's their job. They have to. They see things that we don't. They have experience. I just think it's always funny that yeah, first
any no, any sports show outside of this one is trying to manufacture rage in you. They're
right,
purposefully deciding the
but
most
it's
craziest
working.
thing, and like it's just rage. It's just rage bait.
Yeah, I just
Uh,
find it funny that like when a young quarterback doesn't do well, and then everybody's like, "Well, he needed time.
mhm.
Had he gotten the time to sit and watch, he'd have been a great quarterback." And then when you have a organization, not just the Raiders, when you have an organization that's actually willing to sit that guy and invest in the future with him and have him learn a little bit, then people are also saying like, "Well, man, that was a waste of a pick because if it was actually a number one pick, then he'd be starting, like no questions asked." Okay, okay, buddy.
Yeah, disagree. I think more early quarterbacks should sit. I think that's good. I mean, you look at the people that did it, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. Yeah, there. Just those two.
That's
They
what I'm saying.
sat for a long time and learned up. Uh yeah, well, I have there been like have they dropped hype videos of Kirk and Fernando throwing?
Yeah, I mean, there's videos
Like your
all over.
socials, you see like a cool camp video or something? Does Fernando have that zip?
Yeah, I just saw uh man, he threw it like what was it, like 150 yards right into a barrel
Oh my
in the
god.
corner of the
100,
I'm telling you,
150 is your go-to
I'm
stat.
telling you, look, it was a barrel, but inside the barrel there was a smaller hole, and he
And it
got it,
went through that.
and it went through the smaller hole into, and you know what? When it hit the bottom of the barrel, it just stood up straight, and that was great. Like it's never been done in the history of workouts with no
I
pads and
I hope Fernando gets to play this year. I hope, and I don't think Kirk Cousins can last a whole season. I think his
no,
body's
no,
going to
no.
break down. Uh, from one of Kirk Cousins' old quarterback rooms, a situation happened this week where Kyle Murray was asked about coming in and being in the quarterback room with JJ McCarthy. And Kyle Murray, he's talking like a 7-year vet. He's like, I'm going in my 7th year right now. And, we're just really working together. And, I can tell you, he's a young guy, a lot of tools, and I'm here to help him however I can. Kyler Murray has a surprisingly deep voice for someone that's
For 5'2".
5'10" or whatever. Uh, and then compare that to they asked JJ McCarthy, "Hey, what's it like having Kyle Murray in your quarterback room and working with him?" And he was like, it's like high school. He sits on one side, I sit on the other. We're just, trying to do our best." I thought that was crazy. JJ McCarthy, do you got beef?
Yeah.
Dog, get out of here. You ain't like that. You're not like that. You're not him. Him when 9 comes out? Nah, bro. Did you? What do you think about that? JJ McCarthy is trying to like have that dog in him, but
What do they call it these days, the kids? Aura farming?
oh, you think he's trying? Oh my god, I could see that though. JJ
Uh
McCarthy does kind of have some moments.
yeah, yeah.
He be trying to like farm some moments.
Yeah, so I mean, I get he's a young kid, man. He's worried about some guy coming in. I mean, didn't he get benched last year?
Yeah, he's been hurt like 2 out of the 3 years that he's been in the league and not good for the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
half
And
of it.
then
So
he had so much
any
hype and you know what I mean? I,
I
I
think
think
Kyle Murray's gonna start. I think that's what this means. Like he's so mad. He's like,
I think
this
I
guy's
think
took
that
my
yeah.
job. I don't like him.
I think that was the whole thing. I mean, I think he's just mad that Harbaugh didn't make the trade and draft him when Harbaugh was
Yeah,
supposed to.
yeah. Traded
'Cause
Justin Herbert to the
yeah,
Vikings.
no, not to the Vikings, anywhere else like Siberia. But
Kevin
I mean,
O'Connell would have still been in Minnesota. No, Kevin O'Connell is in Minnesota. Kevin
no,
Stefanski left the Browns.
Stefanski.
Sorry. Stefanski.
Stefanski. But no, yeah, I think he sees the
That's a little
writing on
wild.
the wall, and I think, yeah,
I see that.
I think someone's told him something ahead of the season.
Yeah,
So sucks for that guy.
sucks for JJ. All right, Chargers updates. Mike McDaniel's offense is there's a lot of hype behind it. I don't know what the stock market comparison is. It's like going through the roof. The stock is climbing. Everyone's excited. People are hyped. Everyone's buying in to Mike McDaniel having the best quarterback.
Is this just people in San Diego?
Oh man, no, no, no. This is just people inside the Chargers organization
Right?
and their news media outlets. I mean, it's a
Is
lot of that, but also the Reddit
oh,
page, also
yeah.
the Chargers Reddit. We're having fun.
All right, just saying.
Uh, yeah, they're comparing Mike McDaniel's like previous rosters and stuff, and he had all the quarterbacks he had, and now he gets Justin Herbert. All the different running backs he had, now he gets Omarion Hampton, who's supposed to be a workhorse, as well as Keaton Mitchell, who's supposed to be explosive. A bunch of he a direct quote from one of the clips. He told Quentin Johnston that his drive phase was going to f the league up. Like the league wasn't ready, and he didn't want to ruin that for him. So he wanted to make sure that he was going to pop this year. So there's also Lad McConkey. Uh, they brought in David Njoku, Charlie Kohler. They had Orlando Gatson also at tight end. So I don't know. They drafted a bunch of young guys. As long as the receivers are
Hmm.
blocking, as long as the receivers like find that want and willingness to run block, I feel like there's nothing that's gonna stop this team other than injuries. You have the two, all pro left and right tackle. You have a starting center that's better than Bradley Bozeman. You spent a second round pick on Jake Slaughter, who is your future center, but should be slotting into one of the guard spots now, as well as a bunch of the guards that you brought in. Traded for Trevor Penning last year, signed Cole Strange this year. There's a couple of different guys that are, I'm not sure if they're free agents or undrafted rookies that are getting some good run. But I think it's mostly just the offense is in hype mode right now, and that's exciting. Like I'm looking at guys and trying to figure out where I'm targeting Quentin Johnston in fantasy. If I'm gonna let it be second round, I definitely want Omarion Hampton uh, in as many leagues as I can get him in, but I probably should not do that because then injuries will happen and it'll be all spiraling down. But exciting,
Did you make
it's
a trade for him last
OTAs.
year?
Yeah, actually, appreciate you. I mean, I took Ashton Genty. What in the first? You took Omarion Hampton in the first.
Did
So
I take him first? No, I
you
don't think
take
I
him in
took
the
him
second
first.
round.
I think I took him in like the third.
Oh wow, that's even better. Um, yeah. So I am able to keep him in the Ballinesian League this year. I think, which I want to do. But yeah, so it's definitely hype train right now. OTAs, you're getting just the highlights posted out of practice. But I think this week I'm gonna try to watch more Chargers videos and press conferences and see if there's anything else. I know defense wise, the question is whether they're going to be able to put everything together at the same level Jesse Minter did. And I'm hopeful for the new DC Chris O'Leary. They say he was also a Jesse Minter disciple and knows his tendencies and vision and also worked with him for a long time. So hopefully there's not a lot of fallout there. But we'll see. We will go out this week, the second week of June, and find more sporting information for you from the Chargers and the Raiders, as well as keeping tabs on everything that's going on out there for the Polynesians, Islander athletes, teams, sports. Also, if you have a heads up, a tip, insider info on any of these athletics that are happening, anybody that's like playing in their playoffs or state championships or stuff that you want to highlight, shoot us an email, Ballinesian@gmail.com, or definitely DM us on Instagram or TikTok at Ballinesian.
Hell yeah.
We love to see it. All right. Any shout outs before we go? Happy birthday to the Uso Cam, Marty McFlyer than you.
Hey, it's
I said
funny because he posted like, "Yeah, man, this is the eighth anniversary of my 30th birthday."
happy anniversary birthday. Um, Shout out to TPN. Shout out to Cepha and Marcus. Marcus is on a run.
He
Run.
is.
Uh, Shout out to Levasa Island Apparel. Who else? Shout out to the living room. Man, they got another produce. That's the artist with the coconut drawing.
Yep, yep.
Bro, I wish I knew how to draw. I feel like if I drew every day for a year, it'd be cool, but I don't have that kind of consistency or time.
For all
Uh
for all of you artists out there, Lance was not downplaying your talent. He's just
I no, I'm not saying I could get there in a year. I'm saying like if I drew something every day for a year, it'd be like you'd get enough reps that you improve greatly.
no,
I
for
would
sure.
never get to the to the artist talent that's out there right now. But could be hopeful.
Right, you never know.
Uh any passions you're chasing or things happening this
No,
week?
no, no, mine's boring. No, actually, no. I'm catching the train out to Portland tomorrow. Noah's gonna pick me up. Chelsea Gray and the Las Vegas Aces are playing the Storm. It's a storm, the Fire tomorrow out in Portland,
Yeah.
and we'll be watching the game. So we're gonna get to chat with Chelsea, who, by the way, is married, happily married to one of my very good friends, whose family, Tipesa Gray. So Tipesa was gonna make the trip. We're supposed to all meet up and catch up. Unfortunately, her and their son Lennox couldn't make it. But I had already paid for the ticket and made leave for the trip, so I'm gonna catch my train down there, have a fun 3 hour ride down
Yeah.
there. If you guys don't ride trains, hey man, I like riding the train. I get to sit there for 3 hours and the scenery on the way to
Mhm.
Port. I always think it's beautiful, so I'm gonna get to do that. Probably take some pictures while I'm. They have a viewing cart where you can sit down, big ass window where you can see and take pictures. So I'm gonna do that. If you're free tomorrow,
Three
I'll
hours.
till 7. Noah's got to go to work, so if you want to stop by Noah's place tomorrow with Nora and chop it up before he takes me to the airport train station tomorrow night around 6. My train leaves at 7:30
Wait,
evening.
you're what time are you getting into Portland?
Tomorrow at train should be there about my train leaves at 7 from here, so it should be there about 10:30.
Okay, and then you're leaving right after the game
No, no, the next
the
Friday night.
next day.
Yeah,
Okay, all
at
right,
7:30.
all right. In the morning?
No, evening.
God, that's insane.
Evening,
Huh?
evening, evening,
Uh,
evening.
all right.
I have
Safe trip.
responsibilities, Lance. I gotta get back to work.
No, safe trip. Uh, yeah, we'll see you down, man. We got to try to hit that the comics, not the comics, the cards.
Anywhere, yeah. Should we do that?
All right, I'll see you soon. And let us know how the train ride goes. That sounds freaking fun. Follow Forrest for the train story highlights.
I'm catching a train, folks. That's it. I'm catching a train, guys. Hmm. Just to be just to be clear, because I have a yeah, one of my favorite wrestlers, The Godfather. The Who.
Oh hell no! Thank you for listening. They made him do that bit for so long. Jerry Lawler loved it.
Oh my gosh.
Uh, thank you everybody for listening. Appreciate you guys. This is our
Hey, wait, you remember Val Venus?
oh yeah, for sure. That freaking the hip gyrating is burned,
Oh
is
my
seared
gosh.
into the front of my memory.
This guy.
Uh,
Everybody came out with elaborate costumes. This one came out in a towel.
he came out in a freaking show like a hand towel. This guy was ridiculous. Professional wrestling's amazing. Yeah, follow us. Follow the Polytickin Network. subscribe to the Patreon. Appreciate you guys. Tap in every week. We're dropping these Thursdays. Appreciate you guys. Oh, make sure to subscribe so you don't have to keep like looking for it. Just make sure it's there in your podcast window, in your YouTube notifications. That way you don't have to go find it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. For Coach Forrest, I'm Lance. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay balling. Love and light. Peace.
And stay ghetto. Celebrate your people.
Gang, gang.